Angel, it is a wonderful pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, thank you.
And just by way of history, when I found out that you had a tailor shop right here on 125th Street and Lenox Avenue, it brought back so many memories for me, because as a kid, you know, we would go to the tailor to, you know, do little detailing on our clothes, whether we wanted double extensions on the waistband or gun-shaped pockets, the flat pockets on the back of the silk and sharkskin pants.
Right.
And it was two major tailors in Harlem for me, and that was Mr. Tony's and Ori's. And just being in your place just puts you right in that historic tradition.
Nah, not yet, not yet.
Oh, no, don't be modest. Don't be modest. And I want you to talk about what brought you to this place.
I used to own a boxing club in the Bronx, so that's my expertise is in boxing. We started doing boxing shoes, boxing gloves, different brands. We started out with our own brand, and then we evolved into doing all the outfits for the fighters. We used to do it out the back of my gym, but then it got so busy, and it got so many machines we needed to get. We ran out of space. So I know that Harlem has a good tradition of tailors, Dapper Dan, and all the different tailors from up here. So I said, well, it's a great location. The train stop at the corner stops at Madison Square Garden and the Barclays Center.
That's right.
That's the bulk of my audience. When the fighters come in from out of town, driving from Brooklyn to the Bronx during rush hour, 5 o'clock, it's a long time. Now the fighters get off the train right here, walk up 2 stores, and they come here. So it's accessible to the fighters. It puts us close to the venues, and we're on 125th Street. So that's, it all works out.
So now, I'm from the rag trade. I sold suits and pants and sport coats and things like that. What goes into the garments that you make?
The good thing about it is they're all unique. That's what makes it more fun. Like, the guys will give us, in the beginning, fighters would always tell us, this is what we want to do. We want this color, we want this here. They would design it.
Right.
And sometimes I would say, that's not going to look too good, but they would want to do it. And then the outcome wasn't good.
Right.
I think it took me like about a year till the fighters just say, hey Angel, I want gold and black, do whatever you want.
Right.
And it became that. So I would say, out of all the fighters, I would say about 75% of them just give us colors and let us rock.
Right. Right.
And those are fun because, like, they get surprised, they see what they got. We have a fighter, female fighter, Amanda Serrano. Her suits are like really, really crazy.
Yeah.
The best sequins, the best fabrics, Swarovski crystals. I mean, she goes all out. She don't have a budget. She comes in and says, I like this, and there's no budget. She says, just do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So the thing that we have in common is the fabric. And take me into the marketplace when you decide to buy fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that mindset of you in the marketplace deciding what you're gonna buy.
Well, usually when the fighter gives me a color scheme, we have an open mind. Like, I try to walk in and say, let me buy the hottest fabric with that color scheme. And, there was a time, and what I like about all the sequin and stuff we use is that it's limited. Like, you'll go down to the fashion district tonight and you'll find this.
Right.
You go down next month, that fabric is gone. It's seasonal, it's colors. So fighters get one of a kind. If they buy a suit and they want silver and white, we try to get some really exquisite fabrics that by the time she gets in the ring and wears it, nobody's going to be able to buy that fabric again. It's
Incredible.
done. And that's like it makes it a one-of-a-kind outfit, and they all love that.
So now you hire tailors, and that's another thing that we both have in common, because we develop a very, very close relationship with tailors.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to talk about that experience a little bit.
My major thing is being with the fighters, going to the events, and really getting customers. In the beginning, when we would try to sew and do stuff, it just takes up a lot of time. We got a tailor. We started with a Vicente Boxing. She's like, she invented this. She used to do the clothing for Camacho and them. So she was like one of the top. When she retired and she couldn't do it anymore, she got sick. Then we were stuck with this, okay, what do we do now? So I had to reach out, and we got like 10 tailors, try them all out, teach a few, lose a few, and it just became a point where now we got 2 tailors that we're gonna use. One major one that works in-house. He does all the difficult stuff, and then I have another tailor which I get the simpler stuff for him to do.
Right. So talk about some of the fighters that people some of the names that people may recognize.
Wow. I don't want to forget somebody. We have Amanda Serrano. We have Alicia Napoleon, Big Baby Miller, King Gabe Rosado, Edgar Balanga, Josue Vargas. Wow, I don't want to forget half of them. Justin DeLoach. There's a lot of them. They're not all coming to mind.
So you'll design the shorts, and also you will design like a hooded top as well.
Yeah, we do the complete boxing outfit. We also do the corner, what the cornermen wear.
Right.
We do the trunks, we do the jacket, whether it be a hoodie, collar. We design everything from scratch. There's no templates, everything is from scratch. And funny is, recently I've been getting a lot of calls for, I'm the fighter, I'm gonna wear this. I want something that my girl can wear at ringside to match my outfit.
Incredible.
So we be doing like, we'll use the fabric from his actual boxing suit, and we'll make his wife or girlfriend a dress or a jumpsuit or a pantsuit, something she can wear with heels, real glamorous. So we'll turn it from an athletic to now a classy outfit made with the same fabric.
That's interesting. Now tell me about the time you said that this is going to be something that I'm going to do as a business.
It was an easy transition. I don't think I got into it for the love of it, and then all of a sudden it became a business. When I had to buy the $8,000 rhinestone machine, when I had to buy a $6,000 sewing machine, I said, wait a minute, this is not a hobby.
This is a business now.
I got to start doing it. And then that's when we decided to get our own place, to open up a showroom, have a work area, have an in-house guy. You know, that's when we decided to make it a business. You know, it came, you know, I mean, we were getting so many customers that it just became that, you know, we needed to make it official, make it a business, buy fabrics, buy 100-yard rolls, you know, getting connects with the fabric stores now that I don't even go there anymore, they just deliver.
Yeah. Now, do you do business in the old traditional garment district?
Yeah, of course.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. And
Mecca.
yes, absolutely. And you know, there was a time that 60% of all the clothing were made right in the garment district.
Yeah.
You know, it was the days where you would see rolling racks coming up and down the street.
Yeah. You know, it's a little different time. It's like now, most major brands have their samples and production, have their samples made here, and then they ship overseas to produce.
Right.
So every designer still has, but they don't have a storefront. It's in one of the offices.
It's in the building,
27th Street,
exactly.
on the 3rd floor, 5th floor. They have pattern makers. They still have tailors, they still have seamstresses, and they do it.
Yeah, and there's still a small remnants of the old days of
Right,
the
it's just
garment.
production is overseas now.
Yes, yes,
Which is good. And, listen, the custom stuff, can't take it overseas.
right,
By the time they make it and bring it back, everybody's on it. Like, the good thing about what we do is that everything is custom, everything is made to order.
right,
We make it right here, right in Harlem. We do everything in-house now. Every stitch, from the rhinestones on the machines to the waistband, we do everything. Nothing here is outsourced. We do not send it to someone to do some part of it. Everything is done right here.
So now, since the pandemic, has that affected your business at all?
Yeah, it shut me down. I'm supposed to open Monday coming up.
Yeah.
We've been shut
Yeah.
down for 5 months.
Wow.
Boxing is starting to pick up now. They're doing boxing in Florida, but it's not, it's not a regular day. We went from having 11, 12 suits a month to, in the last 4 months, we've done 2 suits.
Right. Right.
But because we ran it like a business, we had something put away, then we have to, start rebuilding. And I'm pretty sure that we have to change the game plan a little bit now. Like, we're strictly a boxing company. Now, we teamed up with Barry, Fashion Guru. We're gonna extend, we're gonna do other things now.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And we're gonna start doing them, we're doing like more custom clothing
Yes.
outside of boxing too.
Right.
So we're always gonna be, boxing is my main base because that's my base.
Exactly.
But now, some of the fighters want to do suits. Some of the fighters want to do custom streetwear.
Right.
And now this pandemic is forcing us to do that because we didn't have time to do that before.
Right.
We only did boxing.
So the pandemic, in effect, really opened up more opportunities for you.
Yeah, nothing is paying off yet because it's still, everything is closed. Fighters
Yeah.
don't want to wear an $800 suit to sit home.
Right.
They're
Right.
not going out. They're not going to the bars. They're not going to the clubs. They're not going to events. I mean, there was times when we had people calling us to wear, they want us to make like bomber jackets for them to wear to a fight.
Right.
They weren't fighting. They were just going to go sit there.
Just
They
something
wanted
to wear.
something
Something
custom.
to wear. Exactly.
And that fell off with the pandemic. I mean, it shut me down. I think I've been here maybe once a week just to check the shop. Some of the machines you have to run.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
running machines. I come in on a Friday, I'll run all the machines, print, do something, and then just leave. I mean, there's no business whatsoever right now.
So now, what do you think the future is going to look like?
Well, hopefully that, this, you gotta change, like right now, with boxing being our major thing, this pandemic forced us to do something else. So
Right.
I'm hoping that when boxing comes back, we get all my clients back, and then after that, hopefully, we'll show them another aspect of something else we do.
Right.
We doing I just did for Jackie Frazier, Joe Frazier's daughter.
Right.
A customer was related to her, saw some of the Ali work that we done and said, "Oh man, I'm related to Joe Frazier." Put me on the phone with Jackie. I said, "I want to gift you some." And we actually did Joe Frazier's face in nail head rhinestones.
Wow.
All nail heads. And what happened is, once we did that, we got in touch with her. We sent it to her. She got it Monday. She loved it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. Like, reach out to do other stuff other than, than just strictly sports.
Right. So now, when you talk about the rhinestones, you're doing very intricate work here.
Yeah.
And talk about that process and how you really are so detail orientated. And tell me how important that is to you.
You got to sell the difference. They got people out there that sell boxing suits cheap. You got your big brands, that sell satin trunks. You got to be different. They can't compete with us on our style they can't do the rhinestones we do. Like, you know, you can't do one-off rhinestones, you know.
Right.
People are not gonna, you know, people are not really, you know, you have to order a lot. We can do one-off. We can do a jacket for you with your initials in rhinestones, your boxing name. We can do all that, you know, in-house. It's harder to do, it's more detailed to do, but that's the difference in cost.
Right.
You know what I mean? We
Right.
can do that.
Angel, it's such a wonderful pleasure having the opportunity to speak with you,
Thank you.
and just so happy that you know you're here in Harlem,
Thank
following
you.
the tradition of the wonderful tailors, and you know there's a great boxing tradition here as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And you follow that tradition.
Yeah.
And man, it's such a wonderful opportunity to have a chance to speak with you.
Thank you so much.